Let's dive deeper. Let's explore the diverse paths that led each of us to this fascinating, often perplexing world of crypto. It's a journey filled with technological marvel, financial speculation, and a whole lot of passionate debate.
And now, the conversation is bigger than ever. It's moved beyond niche online forums and into mainstream media, sparking discussions in boardrooms, coffee shops, and family dinners. Everyone seems to have an opinion, whether informed or not.
The skepticism remains, but I see why people are drawn in. There's an undeniable allure to the potential for financial freedom and the promise of a decentralized future. But is it all just hype? Or is there something truly transformative here?
That's a great entry point, Alex. It's important to understand where everyone is coming from. For me, it was about the technology, a trustless system, not just profit. The elegance of the blockchain, the cryptography, the sheer ingenuity of it all. That's what initially captivated me. It felt like witnessing the birth of a new era. I tried explaining it to friends, but they thought it was video game money. They couldn't grasp the concept of digital scarcity or the potential for decentralized finance. It was like trying to explain the internet to someone in the 1980s. Still, I saw the potential for a more open financial system and was hooked. The idea of bypassing traditional gatekeepers and empowering individuals was incredibly appealing. The early community was small but passionate, and that energy was infectious. We were all driven by a shared vision of a more equitable and transparent financial future.
I'm Alex, the newcomer. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of this. Crypto was background noise until my cousin, an artist, explained selling digital art as NFTs. I dismissed it as a fad until then. That was the first time crypto felt useful, empowering creators, not just speculators. Seeing her finally get fairly compensated for her work without relying on galleries or traditional art dealers was a real eye-opener.
I'm Emma, representing the cautious crowd. I approach new technologies with a healthy dose of skepticism. My first exposure was headlines about volatility and scams. It was hard to ignore the stories of overnight millionaires and equally rapid bankruptcies. Working in traditional finance, crypto seemed unstable and risky. Stories of gains always followed by devastating losses. It felt like a Wild West, unregulated and prone to manipulation.
Welcome to Crypto Conversations, where we decode the digital currency world. We'll try to cut through the noise and get to the heart of what's really going on. I'm Sophie. My journey began in 2013, late nights in a university lab, discovering Bitcoin on a forum. It was a time when Bitcoin was still a fringe concept, mostly discussed among cypherpunks and cryptography enthusiasts. The idea of money outside banks or governments felt revolutionary, a secret club with a blueprint for the future. It was a powerful and intoxicating idea, and it set me on a path I never could have imagined. Good idea, absolutely. It's crucial we all understand what we're getting into.
Let's break down what crypto actually is. We hear the term thrown around so much, but what does it really mean? What are its core components, and how does it function on a fundamental level? Understanding this is the first step in navigating this complex world.
And never forgetting the lessons from past crashes. History has a way of repeating itself, and the crypto market is no exception. We need to remember the boom and bust cycles, the speculative bubbles, and the importance of risk management.
The key is understanding both the promise and the peril. Crypto offers incredible opportunities for innovation and financial growth, but it also comes with significant risks. It's about weighing those factors carefully and making informed decisions.
Even small steps can be meaningful. You don't have to dive in headfirst. Start small, learn the ropes, and gradually increase your exposure as you become more comfortable.
It's not just numbers, it's people's lives. Behind every transaction, every investment, there are real people with real hopes and dreams. We need to remember the human element and act responsibly.
Our experiences show how much the space has evolved. From its early obscure beginnings to the mainstream adoption we're seeing today, the crypto landscape has undergone a dramatic transformation. Early days were clunky. Now, apps make it accessible. The user experience has improved dramatically, making it easier for anyone to buy, sell, and manage their crypto assets. But Emma's caution is vital. The risks are real and many have lost big. We've seen countless stories of people who invested more than they could afford to lose and suffered devastating consequences. The hype cycle can be brutal. The market can swing wildly based on news, rumors, and social media sentiment, leading to rapid gains and equally rapid losses.
My entry was recent. After my cousin's NFT story, I bought a little Ethereum, just enough to learn. I wanted to understand the technology firsthand, to experience the process of buying and holding crypto. The process was easier than expected, and it felt empowering to participate. It was a small step, but it opened my eyes to the potential of this new technology.
I stayed out after seeing a colleague lose everything in the 2017 crash. It was a painful lesson to witness, and it reinforced the importance of caution and risk management. The emotional toll was real. Seeing someone lose their life savings had a profound impact on me.
My story really began when I bought my first fraction of Bitcoin. Nerve-wracking, but thrilling. It was a leap of faith, a step into the unknown. Watching the price swing taught me patience and conviction. It forced me to develop a long-term perspective and to stay focused on the underlying fundamentals.
Yes, let's dive in. I'm eager to hear more about this.
Let's talk about why people are so excited about cryptocurrency and the potential it holds. What is it about this technology that has captured the imagination of so many?
But the technology keeps evolving at a rapid pace. New innovations and improvements are constantly being developed, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And that's why many stick with traditional banks, because they offer a sense of security and familiarity that can be hard to replicate in the world of crypto.
True decentralization means taking control of your finances and your data, putting the power back in the hands of the individual. And risk yourself. It's a double-edged sword, offering both freedom and the potential for significant losses if not handled carefully.
It's a trade-off: control versus convenience. Do you prioritize having complete control over your assets, or do you value the ease and accessibility of traditional financial systems?
That's a lot to ask of the average person, who may not have the technical expertise or the time to manage their own crypto assets securely.
Exactly. Self-custody means you're your own bank, responsible for safeguarding your own assets and making all the decisions yourself. It's empowering, giving you complete autonomy over your financial life. But the responsibility is huge. You're solely accountable for protecting your private keys and ensuring the security of your digital wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, is the golden rule. If you don't control your private keys, you don't truly own your cryptocurrency.
The crypto part is cryptography, the science of encoding and decoding information. Complex math secures transactions, ensuring that only the rightful owner can access and spend their funds. Your private key is your ultimate password. It's the key to unlocking your digital vault. Lose it, lose your funds. There's no forgot password option in the world of crypto.
But with no bank, who helps if something goes wrong? Who can you turn to if you accidentally lock yourself out of your digital wallet? Send crypto to the wrong address and it's gone, irretrievable, with no way to reverse the transaction. The finality is both a feature and a risk. Once a transaction is confirmed on the blockchain, it's permanent and irreversible.
At its core, cryptocurrency is digital money powered by blockchain technology. A public, unchangeable ledger that records every transaction in a transparent and secure manner. Every transaction is recorded and verified by a network of participants, by thousands of computers, distributed across the globe. Making cheating nearly impossible, as any attempt to alter the ledger would require the collusion of a vast majority of the network.
On to the risks.
It's essential.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about caution.
But we must address the risks.
We're building new systems from the ground up.
Still, the innovation is undeniable.
The potential is huge, but the challenges are real.
It's a paradigm shift. Blockchain enables smart contracts, automating agreements without middlemen. Imagine insurance claims or royalties paid instantly, transparently.
For my generation, it's about digital ownership. We want control over our creations and data. NFTs let artists own and sell digital work directly, and decentralized platforms give users more power.
The ideal is noble, but volatility and limited access make it risky for the most vulnerable.
For me, it's about empowerment. Banking the unbanked with just a smartphone and internet. Crypto can bypass borders and fees, opening the global economy to more people.
Let's look at real-world use cases.
And so is caution.
Education and regulation are key.
The industry must address these contradictions.
That volatility makes it hard to use as real currency, and the environmental impact of proof of work is massive. Newer systems are greener, but Bitcoin remains a big polluter.
It's a side effect of open systems, but the community is improving at self-policing and education. Learn to spot red flags and secure your wallet. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Volatility is another concern. Watching my Ethereum swing in value is nerve-wracking.
The crypto space is full of scams, rug pulls, phishing, and no recourse for victims.
Let's address them.
But doubts remain.
And that's worth watching.
It's not a universal solution, but it's making a difference where it fits.
The key is finding genuine utility.
Adoption is happening in pockets, not everywhere at once.
These stories show crypto's strengths and limits. In unstable economies or digital art, it's transformative. For everyday retail, not so much yet.
My cousin, an artist, uses NFTs to sell digital originals and earn royalties, reaching global buyers directly.
Stablecoins work for cross-border payments, but for many businesses, crypto is still impractical. My friend's shop saw almost no Bitcoin transactions.
Real-world use. A developer I know in Argentina uses stablecoins to escape hyperinflation and get paid reliably. Let's look to the future.
It's a confusing space, but learning helps.
Education is your best defense.
Due diligence is crucial. Look for real-world problems solved, not hype. Bitcoin is digital gold. Ethereum powers smart contracts. Many others are just speculation. Start with established projects, read white papers, and be skeptical of big promises.
With so many coins, how do newcomers know what's legit?
Centralization for convenience is real, but the base protocols remain decentralized. You can always self-custody. The challenge is making self-custody as easy as using an exchange.
Is crypto really decentralized? Big mining pools and exchanges dominate.
The journey is just beginning.
And hopefully more inclusive.
The next decade will be transformative.
All these visions can coexist. Innovation, regulation, and human focus. The technology is a tool. Its future depends on how we use it.
I hope crypto becomes more human-centric, empowering communities, not just speculators. Local tokens, transparent fundraising, and real-world solutions excite me.
Regulation is essential for mainstream adoption. The Wild West era will end and only compliant projects will survive.
I see crypto becoming invisible infrastructure, powering payments, royalties, and digital identity behind the scenes. It won't replace traditional finance, but will offer more choice and transparency.
Until next time.
The journey continues. Let's take it together with open minds.
And thank you for listening to Crypto Conversations.
Thanks for sharing your stories.
Whether you're a believer, skeptic, or newcomer, conversation is key. Understanding different perspectives helps us all move forward.
I see now that crypto is an ecosystem, exciting, risky, and complex. The most important thing is to stay curious and keep learning.
I remain pragmatic. Crypto solves real problems in some contexts, but risk and volatility are real. Never invest more than you can lose and do your own research.
We've each come from different places. Tech fascination, caution, and curiosity. My advice: focus on long-term vision, not short-term price.